roundtable meeting. Like I promised earlier, I'm gonna keep this very lighthearted and positive, and I really wanna just kind of focus on Driver Appreciation Week and getting to know you guys a little bit. So I know, earlier you already told me your names and where you're from, but just so it burns into my brain, I wanna go around the room one more time. Your name, where you're from, and what division you're going into. And we'll start with the ice cream man.
My name is Adam. I'm the ice cream man. I'm from LA. I've been driving 8 years. I'll be doing a dedicated route for Blackwell, delivering water.
Great, welcome.
Yes, I am glad to be here.
Is that the Elancho run?
I'm sorry?
Is that the Elancho run?
Elancho run, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent, let's jump up here to Eric.
Eric, been here, let's see, I did 7.5 years on glass. Ran for about a year as an owner-op, left with a mistake. And came back to Blackwell side, and now I'm going to Hermiston. So 21 years driving, and time to go do something different.
Yeah, Eric's been through lots of my equipment.
Yep. Yeah, quite a bit.
Well, I think you'll like the Hermiston lane.
Yeah.
Should be a good run for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blackwell, I'm from North Carolina. I've been driving 5 years, and I'm going to the glass division.
Awesome.
Looking forward to it.
So you'll be with Randy next week?
Yep.
You couldn't have a better teacher.
I know.
And then once you go to Fresno, you'll love that piece down there.
It sounds good.
Of course, you had me as a teacher for a little bit. I'm Rich Green, been driving for 20 years. Just got done working for Schneider, now I'm over here on the heavy haul side,
Excellent, welcome.
have some fun.
My name is George. I'm from Grants Pass, Oregon. I'll be doing the Blackwell run, the dedicated from Weed up to Washington. All
Nice.
the water.
Nice, hopefully you see the house quite a bit. Be on
Yeah,
that lane.
yeah, I live right by there, so hopefully it'll be all.
Excellent, I'd love to hear that. I love the dedicated lanes where we can kind of plan you guys out and get you home a little bit more, it just makes me happy. So I just wanna reflect on your week a little bit and talk about what you liked about our orientation process compared to other orientations maybe you've been through before. Does anybody have any feedback?
Yes. I like how we got to meet everybody and go around, and I like the training and all of that, extensive training. I don't like just being put in the truck and told to just go ahead and try to make it somewhere.
Yeah, if anything, we wanna over-prepare you for what you're about to do.
At least feel comfortable doing it.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Anybody else have any feedback about the week?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it myself. I enjoyed meeting all the people. What's also nice is I haven't been in the trucking industry, but I've worked at a lot of places where people are just mean and grumpy. I mean, just like don't wanna help you. And you could ask anyone in this yard, hey, can you help me with this? Oh, sure, if I get time. Pretty cool that way.
Yeah, it is that family atmosphere. That's great. So on the flip side of that, is there anything you think about this week that maybe we could change that would benefit you guys as drivers coming in?
I would only say the PowerPoint, but it still has to be gone through. It just seems like, oh my gosh, sitting in these chairs for so long on the PowerPoint. But that stuff is hard for me to sit through anyway. It's like,
It's good feedback though.
but it wasn't bad presentation at all. It just seems to get long, but he told us it would be long and we just have to power through it basically, so.
Do you feel like you absorbed good information
Oh,
from the
yes,
PowerPoint?
yes, it was great information,
Good.
yes.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Nothing negative about it, but another thing that I like is that we're giving all of our material and stuff. I've never had a company give me a comforter, pillows, and all of that stuff. You normally gotta go buy that on your own.
It's a little hard to travel with when you come out here, so
Yeah.
I think that's why it was decided to do that.
On behalf of the orientation, as intense as this orientation classes are, I would suggest possibly pushing it to maybe adding a day. Well, instead of starting on Tuesday, we start Monday.
Instead of cramming everything into 4 days.
Yeah.
Okay, it's good feedback. That's why we call it a roundtable meeting. We wanna hear from you guys. I mean, when things are normal and we don't have COVID and other things happening, this room is full of people. So we get new hires with our existing drivers. And we want your guys' feedback. That's how we make this company great, in my opinion, is we listen to our drivers. You're not a number, you're not a commodity, you're an actual human being that works here and is part of our team. Without you guys, there's no reason for me to be sitting here. You don't need a truck, you don't need maintenance if you don't have drivers. So, my appreciation to you guys for joining our team and being part of that as we continue to grow and do great things. Move America. Alright, what do you think you're looking forward to the most joining Combined?
Right now, I'm looking forward to that flatbed training. I'm so ready for it.
That'll be awesome.
For me, it's just moving up in the company. I definitely don't wanna be driving for the rest of my career. I would love to, share what I've learned through the years with someone that is just coming in and showing my experience, my expertise, and, making a difference in someone else's life. You know, as far as becoming the best driver he can be. That's what I look forward to, with this company, so.
So for you,
And
does that?
maybe even taking over Randy's job, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just
And
kidding.
that you'd have to have.
I'm just kidding.
Now you would have to have several years of flatbed experience.
Well, why do you always gotta say something? Can you put it on mute? God,
What about becoming a coach at some point?
huh?
What about becoming a coach at some point with new
I
hires?
actually expressed that to Dave. I said, what is it that I need to do to become a trainer?
Mhm.
Or even just, you know, cause I know you guys are short and staffed in some places, and, you know, that wouldn't be a bad thing for me to do. I mean, I've been driving for 8 years, so he said you just gotta be with the company for 6 months
Right.
to a year. And then, you know, you can inquire and maybe even become a trainer or a coach.
Right. We used to do it a hard year. You had to be here a year, but we found with experienced guys like yourself, after 6 months, they learn the processes, they learn the people, they learn the functions, and they can effectively share that and teach it with our new hires. So we've kind of expanded 6 months to a year.
Right.
So if that's a goal, I would definitely work towards that, cause we do
Yeah.
need great coaches. We
I mean,
absolutely need great
I'm,
coaches.
and the reason I wanna, that is what I'm looking forward to, cause I'm actually willing to move to Oregon. And that is something I wanna do within next year, so, you know, if it all works out, if it's meant to be, I think it's all just gonna work out on itself.
Great.
So, I mean, that's just what I'm hoping I can do for the company.
Excellent.
So,
Thanks, Adam.
keep me in
Anybody else?
mind, Randy.
I eventually will eventually become an owner operator, and then after that, eventually reactivate my own authority.
Something to look forward to?
I've already got the authority, just gotta get a new truck bought, new trailer bought, insurance.
Get back in it. Boy, I'll tell you, equipment purchases are gonna be tough next year.
I don't
It-
plan on doing it right away.
Just in the forecast, I mean, we're gonna buy trucks next year, but we had to really kinda dig and work with the vendors and figure out what we're gonna do. They've all got build slots held for us. But it's just really uncertain what the manufacturers are gonna be able to do due to part shortages, due to chip shortages, due to staffing
There's a shortage.
shortages. Huh?
There's a shortage.
All over,
Of everything.
Metal
everything.
shortage, everything.
Yeah, we are seeing parts shortages like I've never encountered in my time at Combined Transport. I mean, water pumps, one boxes,
My trailer's
Pulleys.
sitting out there,
you what?
my trailer that's sitting right out there,
Yeah,
you know, I was told that I didn't get the parts for it, so.
right. Well, thanks for sharing that, guys. So, I'm gonna go over myself a little bit, introduce myself a little bit better than I did before. My name's Kandi Spencer. I have worked here since 2003, and I started in the parts department in the shop. And I just kinda grew up through the channels, working with the mechanics, working with the shop administrative staff, and learning from the drivers. So I will say that out of the gate, my biggest teacher in this industry industry is you guys. Because you're the ones out dealing with the equipment, with the loads, with all of it. So the more that I absorb from the drivers, the better I can do at my job. The better I am at maintenance, the better I am at ordering your equipment, the better I am at speccing your equipment, making sure it's, got everything that you need to be comfortable in your truck. So if you have feedback for me, please don't be shy. I'm not gonna be shy with you guys. Maybe when I first started here, I was a little shy, but the boys have knocked that out of me over my time in the shop. So please share with me your feedback, your concerns, the things you like. I wanna hear just as much what you like as what you don't like. So that way we can continue to build and develop as the equipment evolves and grows. And when I first started here, we didn't have refrigerators in the trucks, we didn't have inverters in the trucks. Those were all things that were, drivers' request, and we look into it, well, of course it's possible. They can do pretty much anything in a truck. You can order a microwave in a truck. We found that Kenworth got so sick of warranting microwaves that they started buying Best Buy microwaves, putting them in the trucks with the warranty paperwork right on it, and leaving it up to the customer to do the warranty on them. But there is things you can do. So you guys are a huge part of what I do. I include your feedback in all of that. So I want to take a minute to congratulate all of our winners. We all know it was Driver Appreciation Week. We've been giving out gifts, doing drawings. It is done by I watched it happen this morning, it was great. There's a random number generator and a list of active drivers on a computer in the other room. And so one person will generate the number and another person runs in and sees which driver it is in the other room, and then we all get excited about it. So there's been a lot of great gifts going out to spouses last week and then this week to the drivers. Why do you think we do a spouse week before we do the driver week? Anybody have any idea?
Just to appreciate the wife for being patient for the driver.
How hard is it to be on the other side of the driver when he's on the phone, losing his mind because he just got cut off by a four-wheeler going down the interstate? That's a tough gig to listen to when your significant other is having that moment and you're thousands of miles away and you got to be the one to talk them through it. So we know how critical it is to have a good support system at home, and we want to appreciate them right alongside you guys. So, again, that family piece.
Yeah, I know. I
That's
don't know how many times I called my wife, like, blaming her for something that someone else did, and she's just sitting there and just hears me out, and says, Adam, you just need to calm down, you need to be patient, and just, there's nothing you can do. And she gets me back into reality, and just like, you're right, it was out of my control,
right.
so.
A lot of the times we recommend, if you're having a moment and you just need to vent, call me, call driver services, call Ronnie and say, I need a minute. Because at that point, we're just gonna stop and listen. We're gonna let you talk. And when you're done, we may have suggestions for you, but as long as we know you're not directly taking it out on us, we're all absolutely willing to listen. Because a lot of the times, that's what you need. It's completely okay. Don't call me losing your mind and screaming and yelling and you did this, because I'll probably fire right back at you. But if you just tell me you need a minute,
That's why I got a dog.
be nice to your dog.
Yeah. But he understands me.
Yeah.
He just looks at me and I was like, okay, I still love you. You can yell at me and I'll still love you unconditionally.
Right. So that is probably my favorite thing about Combined is we all work as a team. We all work as a family unit. We all operate that way, and we all here for each other. We will not always get along every minute of the day, but what family does. It's our job to support each other. So that's what I'm here to do, is support you guys. I'm a supportive role. And that's it. So if you need stuff, please ask. Please tell us before it becomes a frustration. So we have the Driver Appreciation Week going on. We had planned a barbecue for tomorrow to do our grand prize winner announcement, but due to forecasted rain and the nasty COVID, we are going to cancel the barbecue for tomorrow, unfortunately. But we did do the grand prize drawing winner today, so congratulations to Ray of Sunshine Solace, $1,000 winner.
Really?
Yes.
Congratulations, Ray.
Good job, Ray. He's actually at home on home time and his truck's in the shop, so. Okay, I said I would keep it lighthearted and quick, so who wants to win a prize?
Right here.
Thanks to our Friends at Road Pro, we have 4 items left from Driver Appreciation Week, so I'm gonna ask some questions, and the first person to stand up gets to answer. And you only get 1 answer per question, okay? There's 4 questions. So, September is our anniversary month. Can anyone tell me what anniversary we are celebrating this year, 2021?
40 years.
Wrong answer.
20-year 9/11 anniversary.
Wrong answer. What anniversary is Combined celebrating this year, September?
Driver Appreciation Week?
What anniversary year is it for us? He was close.
41.
Oh, but you only get 1 answer per question, but you still win. Come pick your prize.
Anything I want?
Whatever you want up here. We've got a survival set, a portable stove, a headset, and you get a hat. Good job,
There
buddy.
you go.
All right, next question. Ready? How many of the original 6 Cardmore siblings are still working here today? You were up.
2.
Come pick your prize. You were right on his heels. Boy, you almost had him at him.
Alright, I beat him to it.
Never could say it. No, the headlamps.
Boom. You're paying attention.
Okay, so this question is a little tricky, and there's 2 answers I'll accept, and after we get the answer, I'll tell you why I'll accept 2 different answers. In what year did Combined officially acquire Blackwell Consolidation? Oh, you already won. I'm gonna go with Eric.
2012.
I will accept that answer, but that is not the correct answer.
2013.
January 1st, 2013, 12:01 a.m. The official date. You can pick your prize there. But in Mike Card's meetings, he shares that as 2012 because the deal was already in the works, and there was many of us that spent a lot of time up here on the property before we actually owned it, getting to know the drivers, working through the equipment, just making sure that the transition went smooth. January 1st, 2013. So I would have accepted either answer. Okay, so this one's a trick question, because I've told you guys now twice, and one has to be done in a math problem. How long have I worked at Combined Transport? You haven't picked yet, so you get to pick a prize.
18 years.
Winner! And you get a hat, buddy.
That's fun. I got plenty of hats.
Thank you. I love the
You're
colors
welcome.
on
Much
these
obliged.
hats. It's a nice color.
It is a good color. You want to?
Yes.
Frank, would you like a hat?
The funny part
No?
about
Anybody else want another hat?
the funny part about me
I'll
getting
grab
this,
another one. Thank you.
Did
my
you
wife
actually
always
need it?
wanted me to get one, and I was like, no, they're too expensive.
That one's a cheap one.
Hey,
The one I have is expensive.
it's gonna do the job.
Yeah, but it doesn't do that.
I am grateful just to have it.
You gave all the prizes out. Nice.
They did great on the questions.
Did they?
They did great on the questions. And I did, I would accept 2 answers for the Blackwell question, because Mike says 2012, but officially it was January 1st, 2013, 12:01 a.m.
When it was official.
when it was official.
Be darned.
But we were all up here rattling around the property, and I was going through yellow trucks thinking, what is this mess we're getting ourselves into? And I don't know what to do with the reefer van. It was all brand new for us in 2013, but boy, she's a going for it now.
Where was Combined originally at before this started?
Over at the Crater Lake office where you guys did the tour, our shop was right next door in,
That single bit.
we had 4 bays.
4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 bays, and if you didn't get in there in the middle of the day, you weren't getting parked in time.
Correct. Our parking lot was a postage stamp size parking lot. And now I can't cram all of our equipment into 42 acres, so I'm not sure how that worked.
Yeah.
But, we had a tiny, tiny yard, 4-bay shop. I had 3 mechanical bays and 1 fabrication bay when we were over there. And we had a wash bay on the back of the building. So we made it work. And I was delighted to get my brand new 8-bay
Mhm.
grand shop, and I redesign that thing every day of the week now that we live in it.
And they made it work.
We made it
It was
work.
amazing.
No, it's amazing. Today when, I think his name was Chuck,
Yeah, our yard guy.
yeah, when he gave us a tour, I was just like amazed with just the whole thing, like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a major development. Remember when we had the trenches all over the parking lot?
We had to dodge all the cones to make sure we didn't fall.
Yeah,
fall
when we
in
were
there.
under
Yeah.
construction, I don't know how our drivers got through it, cause we had trenches here going across to the where, I mean, everything was dug up, it looked like a war zone.
Wow,
Yep.
And about $1 million worth of rock later, here we are,
Mhm.
so.
awesome.
Alright guys, well, I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you, please, like I said, don't be shy with me, if you have issues with your equipment, reach out to me, Ronnie or Shayna, Cody, we'll get you handled. Okay?
Same here.
Alright,
Thank
have a
you,
great
everybody.
weekend.
You too.
No,
too.
thank you for the gifts.